Okay, a little bit about what I got going on in my story. Became homeless about 17 years ago for the first time. Longer ago than that, probably 20 years ago for the first time, I'm guessing. And been homeless ever since. It's right now February 26, 2018. And I'm on a lot of YouTube channels like Invisible People. Really like that guy. He does a lot of good for a lot of people. Gets people exposed that want to tell their story. We've all got a story. And it's all good. And about when people say, "Oh, you're homeless," think about the word homeless. What does that mean? It's being without a home, correct? Right. So, having said that, being without a home. So, if you don't have, we'll say that you don't have your own rent. Okay, you don't have a landlord for yourself. You don't have a lease. You stay with somebody at their house, right? They get a house, they're paying a mortgage, and you're staying there. You've been there for 3 years. Are you homeless? Or do you have a home that, do you have a home? Just because you pay rent and just because you have a place to go to every single night does not mean that you're homeless. Homeless, I think, is a place that you don't want to be. I have stayed with people before and I didn't want to be there. Didn't have my own place, didn't have my own lease. I didn't want to be there. I considered myself homeless. I lived all over the country for the most part. Traveled. Bristol, Tennessee. Love that place. I lived there in shelters and I had my own place and I lived under a bridge for a period of time there. And I felt more at home there in Missoula, Montana. I felt more at home in those two places than I have any place I've ever stayed. Because Bristol, Tennessee, there's a friend of mine, Rain. She says it's I think she called it a black hole here. People leave, but they always come back. I'll never come back, I say. I'll never come back. Well, I kept going back. I love that place and the people in it. She taught me a lot about people. So, homelessness. I got a place now, and in the spring, I'm most likely gonna go back on the road. My choice. I pay my rent every month. I'm never behind. My choice going back on the road. I don't feel like I belong here. So, it's something that people don't understand. People think they gotta have all these bells and whistles, and it's that stuff. Honestly, I've got a kitchen table and another bar table. You know, the ones that are about 4 foot high, 3.5 foot high. I got a chair, I got a couch, used box spring and mattress, and that's it. And I feel like I have too much. I don't feel like, I don't know, man. It just, I like moving. I like moving around. I like meeting new people. I like traveling. I'm always looking for somebody to travel with. Always looking for somebody to travel with, preferably a woman. But, nobody wants to travel. People talk about it, but nobody wants to travel. I don't understand. I don't understand why. You don't need any money, really, for the most part. Everything you need, necessities I'm talking about, you know, for the women, their personal items, and you know, if you need clothing, there's places like there's a place on 6th Street in Bristol where the clothing there is free on Saturday nights, free. Take what you want, it's free. So there's places you can go to get what you need, not what you want, but what you need. Traveling, you got a bicycle and a trailer, that's all you need. Got a bicycle and a trailer, that's all you need. You don't need anything more than that. Somehow I just lost my screen. I don't know, lost it. So, if anybody out there wants to travel, hit me up. I'll see if we're compatible. Travel buddies, you know. I got a dog, so a dog's priority to me. But yeah. Gotta know. As you can see, this is all new to me, YouTube channeling, and invisible people there. I like what he always asks those guys. At the end, he says, "If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?" And boy, is that an open-ended. So I'm going to ask myself that probably every single time I sign off, because that changes moment by moment, you know, it changes moment by moment. I would wish for people to do what they want to do and not worry about what others think, because they're going to